Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the InfoWars Nightly News. I'm Darren McBreen. It is Friday, February 1st, 2013. Here's a quick look at what's coming up.
Tonight on the InfoWars Nightly News, the TSA is prepared to violate our Fourth Amendment on the hallowed grounds of the Super Bowl. Then, over 1,000 Green Berets sign a letter supporting the Second Amendment. All that and more on the InfoWars Nightly News.
Well, the public school system continues to abuse our children while demonizing the Second Amendment and attempting to brainwash our children into believing that all guns are bad. Schools all over the country are punishing children for wielding toy guns. Just the other day, we reported on a 5-year-old in Massachusetts who is now facing suspension for building a small toy gun out of Legos. That's right. And I'm sure you heard about the other day, this other incident a couple weeks ago, where a 5-year-old girl got suspended for bringing a pink bubble gun to school. They said it was a terroristic threat. I'm not making this up. And they even suggested that she have a psychiatric evaluation. No, in reality, it's the school board that's psychotic. Last week, a South Philadelphia elementary student was searched in front of her classmates and threatened with arrest after she mistakenly brought a paper gun to school. And, you don't even have to have a toy gun, because now, in the land of the coward and the home of the slave, they consider this to be a threat. So you can't even make hand gestures into a gun. Kids are actually being suspended for that as well. I am not kidding. Truth is stranger than fiction. It happened to a 5-year-old boy in Oklahoma, and also 3 youngsters out in Maryland were suspended from elementary school in the United States of America for playing cops and robbers. I mean, this is totally absurd and insane. This is how ridiculous the nanny state has become. And it's not just brainwashing. I mean, this is abuse. And it's far from over, folks. It's going to continue because this is their agenda. Here is a local news report from Sumter, South Carolina, where yet another kindergartner has been suspended for owning a plastic toy.
Naomi McKinney can no longer attend school at Alice Drive Elementary in Sumter. The Sumter County School District expelled her on January 7th.
The principal told me that she had a gun at school, and of course I'm freaking out. I said, well, let me see the gun, and she pulls it out, and it's a little clear plastic toy gun.
Naomi is not allowed on school property or at any school-sponsored event on or off campus. She is subject to criminal charges if caught trespassing.
A weapon can be anything. A pencil is more dangerous than the toy gun she brought.
I tell you what, it makes me angry when I see that kind of nonsense. I am literally living in the twilight zone. And, and it makes me think back to when my kids were that age, around 5 or 6 years old. They loved to go to school because they got to hang out and play with their friends all day. That's what kids do. They play, all right? Sometimes they play with toy guns. And imagine being told that you're no longer welcome at your school, that you can no longer play with your friends anymore because you brought a toy gun to school. Very ridiculous. And, please pray for our children, folks, because they are being targeted big time through the school system, through vaccinations, through the propaganda machine on television. Our children are at serious risk. And by the way, the name of the school in that clip you just saw, it is Alice Drive Elementary in Sumter, South Carolina. Maybe look them up on the internet. Give them a call. Tell them what you think about their ridiculous and absurd school policies. I bet they'd be glad to hear from you.
Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.